Welcome to PTM Racing TV. Tonight, we'll be debuting the Winter Series at Kansas Speedway for 134 laps. I'll be one of your hosts, Robert Warrens, alongside my co-host, Dennis Warrens. Dennis, you got a copy in the booth?
I gotcha, loud and clear.
Well, we've had an interesting last couple of weeks. These guys are just wrapping up warm-ups. Perhaps you could start to take us through the starting grid.
Yeah, for today's race, we got 24 cars starting in the field. Starting on pole is Samuel Harris with a lightning lap here, 31.339 seconds. Starting in second, your points leader, Justin Lowry. In third, Daniel B. Johnson, and on the outside of him, Dustin Karchner. And starting in the next row, Christian Challoner, and on the outside of him, PB Henry. Ty Ippolito starts in seventh with Joshua Campbell in eighth. Sean Kaltenbach in 9th, and Jeffrey Souza in 10th. Carlos Fonseca starting in 11th with Alan Pajari on the 12th position. Thomas O'Hara starting 13th at Gregory Hectus on his outside. Next row is Brad Wren and David Hall. And next row, Dave Fuge starting 17th with Keith Vaughn on his outside. Jake Hickson starting in 19th with Corey Saucier in 20th. Tim Phillips and Jonathan Medeiros start in your next row, and the final row, Joshua Mertz and Mike Ellis rounding out the 24 car field.
Yeah, this is a full field for Kansas tonight, and we got 134 laps. The track is well, the weather right now is 80 degrees. The track temps, I believe, at about 109-ish. So it's going to be a pretty greasy track. We're setting the stage to go green. Just as the drivers get being forward. Dennis, you got any predictions for tonight?
Let's see. I'm going to look at the lineup here and see who I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with the 35 tonight.
Karchner.
Dustin Karchner. That's going to be my pick.
That's a spicy pick. I'm going to put my money on Ippolito. I think he had a great run last race, despite his early kerfuffle. Pace car's in. Let's what happens here. And they're under green. Harris takes a nice jump at the start there. He's off to the races.
Big jump there.
A bit further back, we have Lowry and Johnson dancing with Karchner on the inside. That's PB Henry there on the low side behind Karchner. Harris is shooting off into the pits.
I think the 60 car missed the starting grid there. It looks like he's just coming out of the pits as everybody got going.
It's interesting to see right now too is you're seeing almost three different lines. We got people running the low, the mid, and the high. And Johnson's going to take the second lap here as the leader, as Harris had to duck into the pits. Hopefully we can get an update on that later on.
I'm wondering if his lap time there for qualifying was too fast. Broke something in the car, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It looks like he's parked it.
Yeah, off the track. 3 wide, little action. PB Henry gets loose. Lowry shoots on the inside there of Johnson. Going down into turn 3. Definitely got lucky there with that sorting itself out. A little bit further back. Challoner being cautious. These guys dice it up. Caution is out.
Caution is out.
Let's see if we can go find what happened here. Taking a look at car right here of David Fuge. comes off the corner. Oh,
Ooh,
a little spicy.
maybe a bit of net code there. It looked like he shot up really quick.
We can grab the 36 car here. Joshua Mertz. Angle. Looks like David tries to come down a little bit, and Mertz is already there, but not sure what Mertz really saw. Back one more time. It's just a hectic crash for Fuge. Like, somebody get the ambulance out here. Does look like a little bit of netcode, and you know, it looked like fortunately he was the only one that really got caught up in it. That machine's tore up pretty good. Like we had a couple cars roll through the pit. Well, she wrote for that story. Tough break for David Fuge.
He kept it onto the wall there, kept it out of everybody else's way.
Yeah, and
See if they're able to repair that damage, but it's pretty hectic, pretty heavy damage. I don't know if he'll be back.
I don't know if they got extra bumpers in there or what, but yeah, that didn't look too pretty, and hopefully he's all right. Just shooting out of the pits. Ellis taking a late pit. Might be topping up on fuel, looking for a different strategy than everyone else. He had not too bad of a run last week too. You know, he did take a little bit of a different strategy, but he managed to finish pretty decent. This driver's got one more lap before the lights go out on the pace car.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is one of those tracks where you seem to do, if the caution comes out, you feel like you're driving around for 10 laps before this thing goes green again.
Yeah, better have your water bottle full.
And an empty one right beside it.
Uh-oh. That's the things we don't talk about in racing.
Wet cleanup in aisle 6.
And it looks like Dave Fuge has parked it for the night. He's going to be done for the evening. Tough break for him. That's early on in the race, and that's definitely going to affect his points battle he's got going on. Justin Lowry is our current points leader for the winter series on race number 10. He's got a 1-point lead over Fitzgerald, and unfortunately Fitzgerald's not in the field tonight. Rumor is he was trying to cross state lines and got caught with some contraband or some, you know, alleged allegations. We're not really sure. We're trying to get an update, but, you know, we hope to see him out next race because he's not here tonight. Lights are off on the pace car. Have to see what action we get going on. See if Lowry gets a start similar to Harris. Big start from Lowry. Clears out on the field. Looks like the high side's stacking up a bit. Move a little bit further back. Good side-by-side racing there. this is a new face we haven't seen before, the 52 of Sean Kaltenbach. The 52 machine. And there's my pick, Ippolito. Just falling in behind Challoner there. Challoner looks to stay on the high side of Karshner. Rolling the high side. Looks like he's got about a half car edge going. Going to be going a full car going into turn 1. I'm really excited to see that there's 2 different lines here tonight. We're going to get to see some good racing as this progresses on with 125 laps to go.
I think I got my technical difficulties figured out. You probably didn't even know I couldn't talk.
It felt so lonely.
I was talking and I was like, okay, he's not responding at all. Something's wrong.
Watching the battle here. Johnson, Lowry, Challoner, Ippolito, and Karshner. 5 cars just duking it out. Looks like the high side's getting a little bit of momentum. Like Lowry's alone on the bottom. And you can see the 3 stack of Johnson, Challoner, and Ippolito just creating a little bit more of a draft on him. Ippolito brushes the wall. See if Lowry tucks him behind. And he does. Smart move. Oh, darts back out on the bottom. Makes me a liar. Check a little bit further back in the field. What's going on here? Currently peeping on David Hall, chasing Oreo, Keith Vaughn. That'd make me hungry. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what when we see fuel strategy starting to happen. You know, I estimate probably around, you know, lap 70-ish. You're going to start to see guys start to duck in, unless we see another caution. See, these guys are starting to push a little bit and brushing the wall.
Yeah, it looks like the field's starting to spread out here. Everybody getting settled in. You see the leader? I don't see the leader anymore. He is checking out.
Yeah, he's got about a 1.4 second lead. Checking on our friend, our new friend actually, PB Henry. Just running heaters of times.
Yeah, Henry's on the leaderboard with the fastest lap right now, 31.1.
That's crazy. He's setting a blistering speed. Checking in on board with the 60 car, Gregory Hectus, currently in 11th. You know, each week now we've seen different groups of drivers kind of like run that middle of the pack, and you know, once you start to get out of the top 5 of the points for the winter series, each week it's a dogfight with who's going to be, you know, running in the top 10 essentially.
Yeah, just looking through the point standings right now, I just noticed 5th in points is also no-show tonight. Chuck Sweeting is not in the lineup here.
I don't know, maybe him and Fitzgerald were towing cars together. Could have been a bad time. check in a little bit further back on the field. What's going on? Big Gut Pajari. 90 car just brushed the wall there, Saucier. Pajari up 2 spots in 12th right now. Or sorry, up down 2 spots in 14th. Might be engaging a save strategy because this is a long run, and you know this could be a pretty abrasive track.
Yeah, we're coming up on 20 lap. We're still a long way to go here, so these guys are definitely thinking about saving a bit of tire for sure.
Little contact there from Mertz on Kaltenbach. A little bump. Currently watching the battle for 15th position. Kingsman Racing, Mertz. With Hickson on the inside of him. Hickson was a previous winner of one of the races, so you know we might see him later on be up near the front and making a charge for it. And it looks like Challoner has caught Henry.
Don't look in your mirror, Henry.
Keep driving like you
The
stole
last
it.
6 races are on right behind you.
Yeah. You know, maybe Challoner just opened up that NOS bottle and was like, you know, I'm not letting you get too far away. You know, whereas Johnson and Lowry are just maybe perhaps saving a little bit more. I mean, looking at the lap times, Challoner was the quickest car on the track last time. He's looking to take that lead.
There is a petition going around to give Challoner an EOL for this race. I think it had about 17 signatures on it, so I'm not sure why he was able to qualify. I figure he would have got an EOL for sure for the start of this one with that many people wanting him back there.
Yeah. Henry's fighting on the top not to give up the spot, too. That's allowing the cars in behind to make up some ground. Currently just about a second back with Johnson and Lowry. Lowry makes the pass on Johnson now. Henry's just saying no.
Yep, nope, not gonna do it.
No. He's not giving up that high side, and you can see Lowry just slowly etching in, like, no, and that's maybe that's what he needs. Check on these two in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, looking at lap times, Lowry and Johnson are about 0.2 quicker a lap. Kind of scared to blink right now.
The field's really not spreading out that much.
No.
They're staying pretty tight with each other. That group just behind the leaders, they're pretty tight.
Challoner might clear here. Let's see. Yep. Gets it done. Looks like Henry maybe charged a little too hard and isn't able to carry the same speed as Lowry shoots underneath, and he's likely to complete the pass too going into turn 1. You know, and these two have danced, you know, every race that we saw. You know, the last 6 races. So this is nothing new. I don't know if they're doing the cha-cha or the waltz or whatever it is, but
And go.
tango. I mean, it's gonna be another 100 laps of these two dancing. So hopefully Lowry is able to stay in tow and just pull on that draft and not use up his stuff.
Yeah, if Larry can stay on his bumper for the, what is it, 3 more races after this, he's definitely be able to lock up the championship. Challenger won't be able to catch him. He's 6 points back right now. Only 1 point difference in positions here when you come across the line if you're back to back like that. So he won't gain on him.
Yeah, he's gonna need perfect pit stops and avoidance of just any type of trouble.
You know, I don't think Lowry's going to be content with sitting behind him. I think if he can get the win, he's going to go for it.
I hope so. These two are now running the quickest times on the track. Looks to be about, caution is out.
Caution.
This is gonna mix it up. Like, do you take fuel or just stay out there in track position, right? I guess we're gonna find out in a second. Try to see where this caution happened. Oh, it looks like we got some carnage. What we can find here.
The big one?
Could be not a pretty one, that's for sure, and a little bit big. All right, let's take a look. We're on board with Mertz with Pajari in tow and Brad Wren in front here. Looks like there's a checkup in front.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was Hectus. Let's just back it up a little bit. On the out, he's
While
chasing.
you're going through this, the whole field's coming into the pitch.
Oh, dang. Yeah, it looks like he was chasing Oreos. I believe that's Keith Vaughn. And Keith Vaughn looks like he slows up entry of the corner a little bit sooner than Hectus was anticipating. Just created a stack up with the rest of the field. Mertz does get the worst of it. And it looks like the 88 car as well going to have a little bit of damage. So tough break for those drivers. Let's catch up with the rest of the field. Looks like the pit cycle is done here. Everybody came in. Dennis, did you get to see if drivers took tires, or was it just a fuel top up?
I believe they added tires. I wasn't able to get on a lot of them. I saw some people take tires. I was trying to get to Challenger and Lowry. I don't know if they did. Judging by their times, I think they probably did.
It looks like everyone had about a 1 minute stop. We'll go back and take a look at pit for these drivers. What happened?
Yeah, I'm just checking now. Oh, we had an accident in pits there. 75 car got spun around. And we'll just keep it on the 75 here. You'll see it.
Arshner on the inside.
Beep, beep.
Nobody's making friends in the pits there, but his box was a lot further up there. I'm kind of confused. I'm just gonna back it up here for a second.
Yeah, they're all taking tires. It is confirmed.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Challenger was further back, but the 75 had a much further box, and I'm not really sure when you look at this what Johnson is truly thinking, because his box is he qualified third, and that's well before the boxes. All right, let's get back with the live action of the field here. Just over.
Yeah, just a product of two cars trying to be in the same spot at once. Doesn't work.
Won't work. Hopefully Johnson isn't torn up too much. The lights are out on the pace car, Dennis, and we're about to see some more action. Definitely some heated drivers now. Like you just don't go through the pits and tear up equipment like that without getting a little sassy.
Yeah, it's good to turn the temperature up a bit here. Let's go.
Let's go. Our second caution of the night, Kansas, 1.5 mile oval. 17 to 20 degree banking in the turns. I believe it's about 10 degrees or 10 to 15 degrees in the tri-oval and about 5 degrees on the backstretch. So there's lots of bank in the turns here for these drivers to pick different lanes. Let's see if Lowry's able to keep the pressure on Challoner on this restart. We've seen the leader jump away every time. And Challoner's gone. Lowry doesn't make too bad of a start here. Looks like we got Henry underneath. Karshner's going to be battling under Lowry as well. But that high side rolls so well. Karshner tucks in behind Lowry as Challoner checks out a little bit. Lowry's making the charge on the high side on Henry. Able to stick it. And he is. Lowry's going to be battling going into one. They're even. Gets about a quarter car. And Henry is pushing it. While Challoner's checking out. You don't want to be battling like this because it stops that momentum. Challoner's running about 2 to 3 tenths quicker a lap these last 2 laps. Hopefully these guys start to fan out.
Yeah, still a long way to go here.
Yeah, 99 laps of fun. Looks like that damage didn't that contact didn't damage Gregory Hectus too much. He's still up here battling, currently in 7th position under Johnson. Johnson was unfortunately the victim of a pit incident as he touched the wall, but he was able to recuperate and still get out in the 8th position. They're going 3 wide here? Nope, they settle down. Good run for Hectus tonight so far, starting in the 14th, currently in 6th spot. Check in on Souza. We haven't seen him too much tonight. He started in 10th, he's currently in 11th. I don't know, Dennis, do you think these drivers are going to still pit in the same window, even though they just took tires and fuel?
I definitely think that caution is going to change some strategies up. Let's see, some people might take a chance and see if they can go the rest of the way from here. It could be close. But more than likely, I think they're all going to come in.
Yeah, they might just hang on to it a little bit longer depending on how their lap times fall off. Johnson's battling his way back up to the front. Might have something to say to Karshner for the contact on pit road. It's about 1.5 seconds back from Karshner. He's digging. Slight head on the bottom. 3 and 4. He's going to come out. Half car ahead of 4. Closes the door going into 1. That's a clean pass. Interesting enough, Dennis, we haven't checked in, but we will now. Back up front here, we saw Challenger check out a little bit, and now Henry is knocking on Challenger's door, giving him a mirror full.
This is good. This is what we like to see.
Henry's bringing the academy, telling Challenger the academy's now in session. Lowry tucks in behind Challenger.
There's definitely two different lines here. Lowry's been running the low line consistently. Some of the other guys running the high line.
It's definitely going to
Not too sure which one's better on tires.
Yeah, me neither. The only thing I'm certain of is if you run the high line, it's going to eat up more fuel. Lowry challenging Challenger and takes away the second spot. Let's see if Karshner falls through. I mean, we've seen this before, Dennis. Challenger lays back, and then all of a sudden, 40 laps in, he's like, I still got my tires left, boys. What you been doing?
Remember what I said earlier, there might be some people who want to go the rest of the way with what they got and not have to pit. He may be backing off to conserve that fuel to make sure he's got enough.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
You might see some strategies coming into play right now.
Like, looking at the lap times, he is definitely backing out of it. Karshner moves away. See if Ippolito going to be challenging Challenger as well. Challenger has to be saving. We're going to have to pop into his car and just see how he's entering the corner. See if he's shutting down early compared to other drivers or what. Because his times are about 1/10, 2/10 slower than cars in the top 10. Henry had a bad lap. 31.9 last time. He might have touched the wall. Cost him a bit of time. Looks like everyone's a single file for the most part. Not too much dancing going on. Ippolito diving under Karshner. Not able to complete it, but does get a good run to tuck in behind. Karshner might be looking to take the spot away from Challenger in a minute. 85 laps to go. Lots of racing left.
Remember the starting temp of the race? I think it was 5 degrees cooler now.
I think it was 109. Yeah, it's actually considerably cooler, isn't it? Still clear, 80 degrees, but I'm showing 101 track temps. About 8 degrees cooler?
Yep.
That'll make the track a little bit more grippy. Check in a little bit further back in the field. See how these drivers are mixing it up. Souza Media. Jeffrey Souza. Currently in 11th.
Yeah, while you're looking back there, the points leader is looking to take the lead here. He went for a pass, couldn't make it. He just tucked back in.
Might be too early to be showing your cards that much time to go. 81 laps to go. And this pack of cars, they're all fighting. I don't know what they're fighting for. But where the action is right now with this pack of 8 cars.
Well, that is the position in the halfway mark, P12 for the bonus.
P12's the money?
P12 is the money on lap 67. All of these guys on the screen are in contention for that bonus.
And they're 3 wide. They're saying, heck yeah, let's make it interesting.
Show me the money.
12 laps. Let's dance. Altenbach, we haven't seen him before, and he's having a decent run. Currently in 8th position. We're gonna have to check in on our leaders. Times are looking.
Lowry's trying to make that pass again.
Times are looking tight up here.
It's a drag race.
And this is the same, you know, trying to get around him earlier in the race. Challenger had the same issues. Is that? Oh, I thought I saw Henry brush the wall there. Lowry's got to get up there and close that door, and he does. New leader, Dustin Lowry, our points leader for the series. And Challenger's not going to want to let Lowry get away any whatsoever. Making the move on Henry. And he sent it in deep there. Oh my. I mean, interesting strategy with Challenger, because he was out in the lead. We saw him back out of it and, you know, slow down his times.
Maybe he saved enough. Maybe that's all he needed.
Well, I mean, they pitted, what, 29 laps ago. That puts them all right in the window, but you might be correct. He just might have saved a lap of fuel, so.
Maybe he was just having an ice cream.
Hell yeah. Days of Thunder. Don't come in the pits. We're having ice cream. Looks like 4th, 5th, and 6th are all pretty spread out. But good run for Hectus in the 6th position right now. Starting 14th, up 8 positions. Decent run for him. We haven't seen this driver consistently through all the races, but Jake Hickson is also having a decent run, starting 19th and currently in 7th. Nice low entry. And we're still seeing multiple lines. Board with the 8 car, Joshua Campbell. Qualified 8th, currently in 10th. Mirror full of Souza. Actually, he just made the pass on Souza. Souza fighting back. Tight little pack of cars, and it looks like that damage has hurt Johnson. He hasn't been able to recuperate, qualifying 3rd tonight, and he's running 13th. A couple cars further back. Unfortunate to see his run disrupted. These guys are battling up front. Little brush of the wall there. I believe that was a 90 car of Corey.
Yeah, I think that 90 car has brushed the wall. Oh, there it goes again.
That's a lot of brushing.
Well, the wall is green in certain spots, and I think it blends in with his car, so maybe he's just trying to do some touch-ups.
Yeah, apparently. That wall alone. Dun, 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 dun. Souza makes a pass on Campbell, and now he's chasing down Kaltenbach. Drives in deep. 1 and 2, and he's going to look to drag race down the backstretch for an entry into 3 and 4.
We're coming up on the halfway here. Who's in P12 right now? Corey Saucier?
Looks like. Checking on the money. He brushes the wall there again. Fonseca might be coming to steal the change.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're coming to the line here, and Fonseca making the move out of 3 and 4. And I'm showing, Thomas O'Hara, the 61, was the winner of the money.
Where did he come from?
I think he teleported. Hopefully he takes me out for beer and wings later.
Good job, Thomas.
Good
Taking
job.
home the money halfway through.
Money. Boundary Bay. That looks like a new machine for Thomas O'Hara. Fonseca battling on the high side. You should get the run off the corner here. It looks like the high side is actually carrying the momentum for the passes, but the low side might save just a touch more tire. And interestingly enough, Dennis, we're seeing a little bit of a gap with our leaders. Let's check in on Lowry and Challoner. Looks to
Yeah, they're
be,
definitely starting to separate from the field a little bit.
yeah, they got about almost 2 seconds on the field, but 4/10 in between them. Oh, I gonna wonder if they're saving to just go the whole way or what's gonna happen.
What's your prediction on we going green the rest of the way?
Based on how these races have gone, I'm gonna say yes. We are going green. What about yourself? What are you feeling?
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. As much as it pains me to say it, I agree with you.
Hurts your heart a little bit, does it? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lowry tucks off. Did he touch the wall there?
Not too sure.
Hopefully he didn't brush it too hard. I'm not seeing any damage on his car. But just a very odd line for him to take on the exit of, I believe that was 2.
Going back to take a look, and he definitely touched the wall.
Hopefully that doesn't hurt his straightaway speed. It doesn't look like it has so far. I'll have to check in on this this group of drivers a little bit. 63 laps to go. 2 cautions so far. Battle at Kansas Speedway for the Winter Series. Like Lowry is just hanging on to the high side there. Challenger is making a charge. Seeing some cars shuffle into the pits. Hectus is in the pits now. The 8 car is in the pits. Josh Campbell. 90 car, Corey Saucier. Also in the pits. Interesting. They're still going with the one-stop strategy here. I mean, looking at the times, it's second a lap so far compared to their best times. I have to see what their outlap looks like to see if mathematically it's possible to make up that time. They were sitting around 7 seconds back, so.
Challoner keeps looking low there. He just can't get the run off the corner like Lowry does.
Yeah, the high side's where it's at for sure, as far as rolling speed. Campbell seems to be stuck in the pits a little bit longer than anticipated. What is going on with Campbell? 39 car now coming in the pits, Brad Wren. I gotta wonder if these guys are just gonna be huffing fumes at the end just to stay on the track. Challoner's charging. Big drive in deep here. Let's see if he's able to close it up on the exit. And Lowry says, nope. Drag race going into turn 1. Challoner is pushing that car hard. About even. Lowry's able
Still
to get
not
the
able
run.
to clear.
Yep.
Not now.
He's gonna keep fighting him. Oh, she's getting tight. I wanna, check in and around like the 55 car and see how Fonseca's doing. Kind of scared to look away for a second from these two dancing. Oh, Lowry gives a wall brush there. It doesn't cost him too much time.
Oh, I thought he was going to get him there, just not enough.
You're gonna wonder if, Challenger pushing that hard on entry is gonna cause him to eat up the tires. Lowry, don't go down there. Gotta
Got a lap car here.
Yeah, we've got bad juju with lap cars coming up on Mike Ellis. Challenger gets a good run there. You're gonna close the door? No, he's not able to. What's Ellis gonna do? Where's he gonna go? Looks like Lowry backs out of it to tuck.
Yeah.
Tuck and roll, Lowry. 75 car rolling in the pits now. Lowry's coming into the pits.
Oh.
Oh, save it, buddy.
Yes, sideways.
Now, is Challenger going to follow suit? Gotta wonder. We know Lowry's going to come in and take 4. Drag racing Ellis. I thought it was funny there because I could hear Lowry shift down into 3rd. And sure enough, he tucked into the pits. Challenger's going to stay out. 35 car Karshner coming into the pits now. With the 96, well, in this case, the 14 now of Souza. As well as, oh, we haven't talked about him tonight, Medeiros rolling in the pits as well. Good run tonight for Henry. Starting 6th, currently in 2nd. Bunch more cars rolling in the pits. 72.
They're all starting to filter through here.
Yep. Challenger staying out. Gotta wonder if he's just gonna huff the fumes. Because to me, these guys are gonna cycle out. They're gonna be running fast laps. They're gonna gain time, and it's gonna be harder work for Challenger to make up that time. Goes on.
Oh, Lowry's coming in. Oh, and he loses it coming into the pits. Your points leader had to pit again. I wonder if he got a penalty there.
He might have got a black. Bad
He
news.
locked it up good coming in. This is not good for your points leader.
Let's just go back there. That up a little bit. Happened. See how hot he came in.
While you're looking at this, Challenger has pitted. He just came in.
Tough break for Lowry.
I think that might have been a bit of frustration on his mind there to cause that one.
100%. Yeah, it looks like he had to serve a stop and go.
Well, this could change the point standings.
This could change everything.
With Fitzgerald not here tonight, Lowry showing us a lap or 2 laps down. 3 laps down I'm seeing right now.
Well, he would have got a 40-second penalty there. Perhaps for, speeding into the pits. It's really going to be interesting to see, what happens now as far as shaking it down to see after these pit stops where everyone is. 19 car, Ippolito's just coming out of the pits. "48 laps to go, Kansas City Winter Series on PTM Racing TV. Cycled through some pit stops. Dennis, what's going on in your mind? What are we thinking over there?"
Where's my pick? Where's Karchner?
Karchner is currently showing in 6th spot for me.
All right.
Chasing Challenger.
That was big for Lowry there. Can only imagine what he's going through in the car right now, what he's thinking, what he's saying to himself.
That is a horrible situation to be in for him, and my heart's breaking because I was rooting for him. They were having a great battle, door-to-door battle, and it looks like that first pit stop he came in a little too hot. It's our big mover today. Looks like
we got Ellis right now.
Well, Alice right now, he has not pitted. That's what I think that was his strategy last race too. Give me a caution.
He stayed out.
Give me a caution, guys.
He's showing up 21 positions right now.
On a 57 lap run of tires.
And we got 3 other cars showing 12, gaining of 12 positions. So it would be Hectus, Vaughn, and Hickson. Those right now are your movers and shakers.
I mean, is the board correct for you? Is that Henry's in first?
Well, he was.
Oh, he just cycled through the pits. my aging eyes. I mean, Hectus is in first then.
Hectus is leading the way.
Looks like he short pitted. But
yeah, Hectus came in on lap 73.
Yeah, but it might not fare well for him because Challenger's only 2.5 seconds back. So he'll probably end up with a great finish. But he's going to have his hands full with fresher tires coming to knock on his door. Give him the beep beeps. "44 laps to go, Dennis."
Yeah, and you know what we haven't done yet?
Let's see if we got a good camera for it. Oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know if we have a good crank it up camera. We can just maybe keep the camera on Hectus here for a second. Challenger's going to take the lead away from him. Perhaps and with the 14 car. Souza. We'll crank it up here. Let you guys watch the race for a bit. Listen to the sound of the cars. Hope you got a chance to enjoy that crank it up section there while we got to listen to the cars rip around Kansas for the Winter Series in this 134 lap battle on PTM Racing TV. Dennis, we got 35 laps to go. What's going on in your mind? What do you want to share with our viewers tonight?
Well, the way it's looking right now, it looks like we're going to have a 7-peat. Challenger winning the last 6 in a really, really strong position here to finish off and take the 7th in a row. My pick, Karshner, right now running in 2nd. Look at that. Maybe Challenger get a flat somewhere. Run over some debris. Quick, somebody throw a screwdriver out the window.
Yeah, or something. Some rivets. Currently in 3rd, Hectus. Good run for him. He's on a slightly different strategy. Karshner, he's on a 20-lap run. Hectus is 29 laps on his tires. And my pick, who's currently running in 4th, Ippolito. Great run for him. I was really impressed with him last week. He did had a mishap when he was running in 2nd, and it looks like he overshot the corner. And then he had to battle his way back up through, so nice to see him qualifying 7th. Another driver, too, having an excellent run and hasn't been in the entire races that we've been hosting on PTM is Jake Hickson. Starting 19th, currently 5th. Up 14 spots. Looking at the stats here, that's our mover and shaker for today.
And Hickson is the Daytona winner here. Back in November, start this Winter Series off.
Race number 1. Now we're 10 in. I wonder how he would have done, overall, the points battle if he was able to have perfect attendance. Checking in on the 6th place car, Jeffrey Souza qualifying 10th, currently 6th with 31 laps to go. I believe he is up there in the points. He should be 4th, I think, after this race, or even 3rd. No, I don't think he's capable of getting 3rd. Definitely in 4th. Guess we'll have to see how that shakes down. Next driver here we'll take a look at is Sean Kaltenbach. Currently in 7th, qualified 9th. I don't know if he's been out this season, but it's an excellent debut for him. Checking in on next driver in 8th position, David Hall, qualified 16th, currently in 8th. And it looks like he's going to be challenged by a guy we've seen up front consistently all night is PB Henry. He's going to take that 8th spot away. Your new 8th place driver gets a little loose there on exit. He's dancing that car out.
Yeah, working that wheel.
On to 10th place, Fonseca. We've seen him come later on in the run and just catch the field and steal positions. Qualifying 11th, currently in 10th. It's gonna round out your top 10 right now. With 27 laps to go.
These drivers are headed to Bristol next week.
Ooh, another concrete jungle.
Should be good. Maybe we can get some more signatures on that petition to get Challenger EOL'd.
We're gonna have to get him EOL'd. Put a bounty on his head, do something.
Yeah.
The way it's looking right now, he's going for 7.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And on Challenger, let's take a look at his cockpit.
I think I saw a popsicle in his hand.
Dan? Hopefully it's sugar-free.
He's currently got a 5-second lead from second place, Karshner.
You know what?
Looks like he's barely having to work that wheel at all.
And he's keeping in 5th. My feeling is that a lot of people are still shifting. Just watch him. There's a couple more laps. You can see he's running a high middle entry and then letting the car slide up right high towards the wall. Let's see what he does here in the entry of 1. Yeah, slight.
Like I'm in driving school right now.
You should take notes, Dennis.
Getting schooled.
I mean, did he let you take the car out for a spin last week?
That's a big fat negative right there.
I
Big
don't-
fat negative.
I don't blame him. You've been known to tear it up.
One time.
To the
You do it once, you get a bad rap.
a bad rep. You see the entry of 3 there. Challenger slid the nose a little bit, so those tires are they're fighting. Let's see what Karshner's doing here. Pop back. Just over 5 seconds behind the leader.
Ippolito's only 3 or 4 seconds behind him.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough time. It's only on 5-lap newer tires. Consistently staying in 5th. Low side, so much different. Looks like him and Karshner and Challenger are trading lap times in, well, it looks like, well, perhaps I'm a liar. Karshner was a little bit faster than Challenger that time, and then Ippolito as fast too. Check in on Ippolito's in-car next, see what he's doing.
Henry had the fastest lap time there for the most part, but as usual, Challenger turns in that fastest lap time now again. Just wait until the end there. So new fastest lap time of the race, Challenger at 31.036.
That must have just been after their pit cycle, though.
Let me check.
Now, there's no way they're turning that now. Ippolito running the high side.
It was a 3rd lap after the last pit stop there. He did 3:31 zeros in a row.
Good to make the most out of those tires, and jeez. Hickson might be knocking on the door of Ippolito, saying, "You're not getting the 3rd today."
It's currently a battle for 3rd place.
I think Hickson's got something to say to Ippolito. I don't know what it is, but it's probably like, "Let me by." "17 laps to go." Karshner's been able to maintain about, that 5-6 second gap chasing Challenger, so he's not falling off too much, and they're trading times. Hickson and Ippolito are about 2/10 quicker. And Henry screaming too, but he's considerably back. Henry steals the spot from Souza, moving into the 5th place. We're still watching Hickson and Ippolito try to sort out their differences on the track with 16 to go.
Three races to go after this race today. Challenger, if everything stays the same, should have a good lead on the points. It's going to be interesting these last three races if he's going to be able to just walk away with this.
He's going to need some bad luck. Yeah, Lowry's currently in 18th spot, 2 laps down, and I don't think he's going to be able to squeeze any more juice out of that, his position.
As we come closer to the end of this race, 24 cars started the field. Currently have 19 cars on track still. 14 cars on the lead lap.
I wonder what happened with Harris. Like, qualifying on the pole, you just seen him shut it down right away. He might have had mechanical difficulties or something.
Yeah, maybe we can get a chance to ask him next week.
And
see if we can get our in-pit reporter back.
Osty. Might have to hire a new one after this if he's no showing.
Get well, Osty.
Get well soon. Hope he gets our card. He should have got it already. Hickson diving under Ippolito. Not able to complete it here. 12 to go. PTM Racing TV for the Winter Series at Kansas Speedway. A little bit further back, let's see what's going on with our driver, Fonseca. Henry got around Souza. Fonseca's looking to do the same thing, as he's slowly been inching up.
Yeah, you can see Henry on the board there. He's slowly working his way back up to the front. He pitted later than everybody else, so he's able to slowly work his way back up there with a little bit of fresher tires.
I think that's as high as he's going to get today, though, is his 5th. He's not going to be able to make up another 4 seconds on Hickson and Ippolito.
Imagine if a caution came now.
Sousa's rubbing the wall. Wants to taste the concrete. Caution would certainly change the game. Fonseca completes. Not quite. He's going to be battling going into 1. Nope. Fonseca does complete the pass. We'll see if he's able to close the door on the exit of 2 here. Getting a little loose. Goosey. Heard a scrape of the wall. That might have been Souza again. Still battling it out here. It's Hickson and Ippolito. That high side's just rolling still, Dennis.
Definitely is. Once those tires wear off, you can still maintain your speed coming out of the top. It's really difficult to pass here on the low side. You really gotta send it in and slide her up in front of them.
Send it. Seven laps to go. We're winding down. We have might see Fonseca knock on the door of Henry to take one more spot. Well, I mean, and that's interesting too because Fonseca is on older tires. Hickson charging on the exit on the low side of 4, going through the tri-oval. Lito's going to be right there into 1. Let's see what happens here. Slight advantage for Hickson. If Lito gets a run. Dancing to the car there. Fonseca's right on the bumper of Henry. This is a battle 4 seconds back. 5 laps to go for these drivers. I mean, for points-wise, you know, Ippolito wants to stay in 3rd and Fonseca wants 5th. These guys have showed up every week. And this will be a big points move for both of these drivers. Just have to check in back with Hickson and Ippolito. These two are still dancing.
It's a good little battle there. Ippolito currently sitting 6th in points.
Looks like Hickson gave up a bunch of time there as he backs it down.
Did he touch the wall there?
I thought I heard a little scrapey scrape. Let's check in with the battle on Henry and Fonseca. I mean, we've watched Henry charge earlier and burn his tires up a little bit. And, you know, in watching Fonseca, we've seen him save his stuff and make a lot of late charges in the race. And, you know, we got 3 laps to go, not a lot of time. 2 laps to go now.
Two laps to go. We are on the verge of a 7-peat here.
It looks like Hickson has fallen back a little bit from Ippolito. Fonseca gets up there and dances with the wall. That's not the partner he wants to dance with. Here,
Challenger on the last lap.
coming to the last lap. What do you want to say about Challenger, Dennis? He's got corners 3 and 4 in the try to go through.
7 in a row, Challenger. 7 in a row. Is this guy stoppable?
Is he? I'm not sure.
I don't know. He's coming to the line.
Check.
There we go. Challenger for the win. That is 7.
Karshner crosses the line in 2nd. Ippolito 4th. Hickson. Sorry, Ippolito 3rd. Hickson 4th. Henry 5th. Fonseca 6th. Carlton Bach 7th. Souza 8th. Hall 9th. O'Hara 10th. Darros 11th. Johnson 12th. Jari 13th. Hectus falls back from his strategies. 15th. Mertz 15th. Phillips 16th. We didn't see too much from him tonight. Ellis 17th. Lowry does creep out 18th position. And Brad ran 19th. Tough break for Lowry. That's going to be a big hurt on the points battle. Winter Series. Unofficially, Challenger 7 peats and is going to be your new leader. Let's see what kind of show he gives us today. Just parks it there.
Maybe no show. Maybe he wants a clean picture this week. No smoke.
No smoke.
No smoke in this picture.
Man. Interesting show tonight. I wasn't expecting the cautions or, you know, some of the carnage that we saw on the pit stop there, especially for Lowry.
Yep,
Back.
definitely a tough break for Lowry. Looks like we might have somebody new in the booth tonight. Justin Karshner making his way up.
Probably all excited. Let's roll this back a little bit. All right. Pull up Dustin for an interview. Our second place finisher. Mr. Dustin Karshner, do you got a copy?
I do, yes.
Congratulations on your P2 tonight. What do you want to share about your strategy and how it went down for you?
Well, I was really initially kind of seeing if a caution-free race would happen. I wanted to just do a single pit stop. I don't know if that was going to be the play or not, but after we had that caution with about 100 to go, just figured you're going to split it in half or so. I came in a couple laps before 50 just to see. I came around 80, 81 or something just to see if I get up a little bit of time. I assumed there weren't going to be any more cautions. It seems that's the way that things are going, so worked out to get back up to second.
That was a heck
That was
of a
definitely an awesome run tonight, Dustin. You were my pick to pull this thing into victory lane I picked you from the start here, so definitely coming up P2, a little short. Challenger 7 in a row, so I don't know. It's almost getting to the point where P2 might be a win with the way Challenger's running out there. Do you think you got anything for him next week at Bristol?
I don't know. I do like Bristol. Christian he's so fast everywhere we go. It doesn't matter what track you're at. He's going to be up front. I finished second to him so many times in this league, more than I can count, probably 5 or 6 or so at least. But I'll try and look for another top 5 next week. I like Bristol. I'm a good short track racer. I feel like that's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We're starting a.
Hold on, I'm
We're
gonna
starting
recommend.
a petition. Hold
yeah.
on.
You want me? I'll hold on for you. You
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. Just gotta let Dustin know we started a petition to EOL Christian for the next races here, so maybe we can get your signature on that.
Yeah, I might have to throw my hat in the ring on that one.
All right.
And I'm gonna recommend, Dustin, throw a box of rivets in the car, roll through the pits, dash it down in his pit stall or something. We got to slow this guy down. It's ridiculous. I don't want to see him in victory lane again. And hats off to you. We've watched you over the last few weeks, and you've had amazing runs. Happy to see you in P2. Is there anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd really like to thank Alan and Josh that put this league on. They do a great job. Pleasure being in the league for the few years I've been in here. I managed to win the championship one time, so got a nice trophy here from that from like 5 years ago or so. But thank my wife. Actually, we're pregnant right now, so with our first, so
congrats.
I'm excited about that. Congrats to Christian again. He's just really good.
Yep. Oh, thank you for stopping by in the booth. Been great talking to you. Dustin, your P2 finisher. You have a great night, sir.
All right, thanks. Thanks for doing the broadcast. Appreciate it.
No problem. Dennis, did you have any closing thoughts for tonight?
Well, it's almost starting to feel like a broken record here. 7 in a row with the same guy. Great race overall. A few cautions at the start there, but they finish up strong like they do every week, running green flag laps right to the end there. So look forward to next week for sure. Maybe we can get some beeps. There wasn't too much tonight. No debris either, so we didn't even get to say that too much. So I'm looking forward to next week.
As we're going to be shutting it down, we're heading to Bristol next week. That'll wrap up the broadcast for Kansas tonight. The 134 lap battle. Kristen Challenger, 7 Pete, your P1. Dustin Karshner, P2 tonight. And Ty Ippolito will take home P3. We'll be shutting it down. Hope you guys can tune in next week. And thank you for watching tonight, the Winter Series at Kansas Speedway.